was good and evil. We chose good.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're starting Jamaica time, just a little past those other people's time, but it's all in good time. I'm Carolyn Cooper. I'm a member of the Buju Banton Defense Support Committee. I'm also a professor of literary and cultural studies at the University of the West Indies, Mona, Jamaica, and I'm delighted to be here to chair the press conference. First of all, I want to welcome the members of the press who are here. We have representatives from TV Africa. Shout out to TV Africa, please. Kali TV and WHUR. So welcome to the press. We expect more press people to come, and also the members of the public. We welcome you because the press alone can't carry the word. Everybody has to carry the word, all right? Because this is a serious issue. These are serious times that we have to consolidate, join forces to defend Buju and make sure he comes out of jail. Buju knows it better than anybody else. It's not an easy road, and we are here to help him on the journey. I don't know if it's politically correct to say this, but you know, we're here on the eve of a major contest tomorrow between truth, half-truth, and downright lies. Right. I'm not going to say who is who, all right? But I have to say that Buju is himself in a major fight against half-truths and outright lies. And our mission today, as his case is being taken forward by his new attorney, Chokwe Lumumba, we are delighted that you can all be here to give him the strength that he needs. We talk to him all the time, and his spirits are very high. In fact, he has started to write about this experience and this journey that he's on. So say, Buju, you have to at least get a book out of this trauma, you know, so he's working on that.
The case which we are here to deal with, the Buju Banton case, is a case which typifies the excesses of the United States government. They call this a war on drugs, a war on drugs. It's a phony war. Well, the war is not phony, because they definitely go to war. They definitely destroy people. They definitely kill people. They definitely break up families and create all kinds of havoc. But so often, they feel that they can name something whatever they want to name it. And so although it's called the war on drugs, it's really not a war on drugs, it's a war on us. If the United States wanted to stop drugs from coming to America, they would have stopped drugs from coming to America a long time ago. Okay. If the United States wanted to stop people from bringing drugs to America, they would have stopped people from bringing drugs to America a long time ago. They can go over to Libya and in the middle of Libya, kill the man who led that country for so many years. If they can drop bombs in various different parts of the world, if they can find if they can find Osama bin Laden in some remote part of the world, they can find drugs coming across the United States border at times. But they're not concerned about stopping drugs. Drugs is a shadow economy. At the same time that they are dropping the industrial production, dropping the production of manufacturing, shipping it to other places so that super rich manufacturing owners and corporations can get richer, and at the same time the workers are getting poor. They have created a situation where they can't sell their cars in many instances because the workers that they are laying off and firing were the principal ones who were buying the cars in the first place, right? So they have found themselves putting Robux in factories, and the Robux can't buy cars, right? And so what they turn around, instead of using it to try to recreate industry and to share some of the wealth, what they do is create a shadow economy so that some people can come in and they can sell drugs and do things like that and still buy the produce of the capitalist monsters. And at the same time, they create a so-called force to stop the drugs. The force to stop the drugs is supposed to be stopping drugs, but really they're hoping that drugs continue, because if it wasn't for no drugs, they wouldn't have no jobs, right? Okay. And so the police, they have the state police and the county police and the federal police and the secret police who watch the secret police, right? They have all these police, and they have judges, and they have lawyers, and they have probation officers, and they have prisons, and they have people locking up people in prison. And then they have the nerve to tell us that crime don't pay, right? If crime stopped tomorrow, if drugs stopped tomorrow, all of these people, most of them would be out of a job. And the United States would be in a horrible situation where it could not survive another day or two. And so what they do is they put people like us in the target, and they create us as the boogeymen, as the enemies, and they corrupt the minds of our children. And then what they have done in this situation, they have taken a person who was pure, a person who had no record at all in terms of dealing with drugs, and they've tapped him. So what it is, it's a fabricated case based upon a stray dog that they had out there trying to prey and sick upon people, right? But this is the way they do it. This is the character of the government. These are the people that you call the United States government, right? And then we go around asking about the United States government, and we wonder about why certain people can run for the presidency who don't tell the truth, right? Well, the government don't tell the truth, really, you know. It's a shaky government. It's a shaky government. It's not a government that's gone wrong. It's not that the United States has just gone wrong. The United States has never been right, okay? You can't tell me what point in history you really want to go back to, right? So let me say this, is what we have to do from this point on is this, to make it clear. We have to take this case and take it to the people in the community. We have to put it on the internet. We have to talk about it. We have to make sure that everybody is conscious of it. We can't let the Supreme Court be comfortable. We have to let them know that it's very important that they hear this case, because this case is going to cause the mountain to rock. This case is going to cause the mountain to rock. We're not going to tolerate it.
This thing must stop. Let us use this as a point of departure to say it's not just what you did to Buju. Even when he get out, we're not done. When he gets out, we're not done. When he's freed, we're not done. Because we know this is something that you are continuing to do to everybody you think you can get away with it, and it's not acceptable.
And this is what we have to do to, like the elder said, when Buju is free and vindicted, and they must sing again on stage, we have to remember those that are still in there. But Buju is a warrior that decided not to lay down. Just like when Kunta Kinte get beaten just to change his name. So, my brothers and sisters, Africans, be strong. Don't forget where we come from. And I beg of you to spread this word about our brother Buju. He decided not to lay down, and that's why he's in prison.
We had Paul Robeson, who's gone through a struggle. We had Peter Tosh that's gone through a struggle. At one time, Bob Marley's music couldn't get played in Zimbabwe because they thought it was going to lead to a revolution. That's right. Even Tupac went through struggles, Baba Chokwe. And Buju is no different. Buju said, I want to rule my destiny. That's right. What did he say? I want to rule my destiny. Let me hear y'all say that. Rule my destiny. Rule my destiny.
Rule my destiny.
Self-determination.
Self-determination.
Buju was talking about self-determination. And we know that many of the rosters are in the streets with the people, right out here. They're in the streets. Buju was in the streets. And who leads the revolution? It's the people in the streets. That's right. We know that culture is one of the key elements to a revolution. Buju is a revolutionary reggae artist. They want those voices silenced. The powers that be want those voices silenced. And we know that we can't remain silent from Buju. We want to rule our destiny. That's the soundtrack to the revolution.